Our top story this week, pension and fundamental tax reforms and Medicaid cuts were all topics of Governor Pat Quinn's annual budget address. He spoke before the General Assembly, sharing his ideas on how to fix Illinois' financial troubles. And some state representatives serving Naperville agree that these are problems that impact our area. NCTV17's Michelle Corless reports.
At his fiscal year 2013 budget address, Governor Quinn said the time to achieve fundamental and lasting budget reform is now, starting with pensions, which make up 15% of the general fund.
So we do need to do pension reform in a way that's meaningful, that's constitutional, and fair to the employees who have faithfully contributed to the system.
A pension reform task force in Springfield that includes Naperville State Representative Darlene Singer is working on finding a solution with a deadline of April 17th. As a part of Quinn's proposed budget, 59 government buildings will consolidate or close, like the Fox Valley Adult Transition Center behind me. Other buildings include the Dwight and Tams Correctional Centers, Department of Human Services buildings, and Department of Children and Family Services offices. Quinn also wants to work with lawmakers to find the loopholes in the Illinois Revenue Code. Closing them will help fund new tax cuts he's trying to push through, like ending the natural gas utility tax, helping companies who hire veterans, or assisting families with children.
It kind of concerns me that we're talking about these individual things out there when just a year ago he implemented the largest income tax increase in the history of this state. So I guess what I would prefer to see is more of a comprehensive discussion on taxes. It's what I'm sensing is kind of like whack-a-mole. Like, you know, an issue comes up and you whack it, and then another issue comes up over here and you whack it.
But fixing the state isn't fun and games. Currently, half of Illinois babies are born under Medicaid, making it another program that needs major reform.
If you're making $70,000 a year and you're a family of 4, you're eligible for Medicaid. So technically, a state representative whose only income is being a state representative at $64,000 a year is eligible for Medicaid in Illinois. Welcome to Springfield, folks.
Quinn says to save Illinois Medicaid, the state must reduce program spending by $2.7 billion in the coming year. But for Medicaid reform or any of Quinn's other suggestions to become law, they'll first have to get the approval of the General Assembly. I'm Michelle Corless for Naperville News 17.
The new budget begins July 1st.